What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here, as always, with Will Leahey. What's happening, Will?
Ninja, feeling good. Looking forward to a nice little Sunday. We got baseball happening in London. I don't know what's going on. Business as usual, though, as the Phillies spank the Mets. Typical behavior for them. Do you like seeing these games in London, Ninja?
I do like seeing these games in London. I don't know if we'll ever be invited back. I don't know if you heard AJ Przinsky and Adam Wainwright talking shit about the London Bridge.
The actual London Bridge is the second London Bridge, and it's the most boring bridge in the world.
The second London Bridge looks like an overpass in South Georgia.
Or Bryce Harper does this awesome goal celebration after hitting a home run. I hate talking about home runs, but this was kind of fun. But he's yelling in the dugout, I love soccer. They don't call it soccer. They're like, we're just the ugly Americans. This is what we do. Ranger Suarez pitched in London yesterday, and he had a solid outing. He had 6 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs as the Phillies ran past the Mets 7-2. Phillies, horses, just like Jason Worth's horse yesterday. He had these sinkers at the knees, and this one was a strike because they used the metric strike zone in London. He also had this changeup and curveball, and he outdueled Sean Manaea, who had 3 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 6 runs. Manaea had this fastball and changeup. Elsewhere in our whip around the league, Mackenzie Gore had 7 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs, and gored the Braves 7-3. He had this curveball for a sword. These sliders picked up a sword on them too, and also had this changeup. And this game was marred by a bat delay. Ozzy Albies' bat ends up in the net, and the mascot's trying to get it down with another bat. I don't understand this. This just looks bizarre. Mackenzie Gore outdueled Charlie Morton, who had 3 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 4 runs. Morton had this inside curveball, and this one to Joey Gallo, who has, again, never gotten a hit off Charlie Morton. This is now 22 plate appearances, no hits, 16 strikeouts in 20 at-bats. If there was a lineup composed of Joey Gallo against Charlie Morton, he'd be Kerry freaking Wood every game. Simeon Woods Richardson had 6 Ks in 6 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run. But the Pirates took the Twins to the Woods shed and spanked them with their hook hand 4-0.
You ever been spanked with a hook, Ninja? It's not good.
I can't say I have. But it wasn't Simeon Woods Richardson's fault. He had these fastballs, sliders, and changeups and pitched really well. The Giants said, fee, fi, fo, fum. We're going to beat the Rangers 3-1.
There it is.
Seth Howard had 2 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 1 run and had this painted changeup. Faced Andrew Heaney, who had 5 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs and had these sliders. Nick Nastrini had 5 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run and had these sliders. As the Red Sox had to lead this game, but developed a hole and were tossed and were replaced by the White Sox, who won 6-1.
I mean, how are you going to lose a series to the White Sox in 2024?
They're terrible. Nastrini faced Brian Bayo, who had 2 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, but gave up 5 runs. He had this elevated slider and this nasty front door two-seamer. As Lord would say after watching Seattle and Kansas City play the past couple of days, the Mariners will never beat Royals. As the Royals down the Mariners 8-4. Alec Marsh had 8 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 4 runs. He had a ton of sliders and curveballs. Nasty stuff from Marsh. He outdueled Luis Castillo, had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 5 runs, and had this elevated fastball and slider. I will not sing again. The Guardians guarded home plate and didn't let the Marlins score, winning 8-0. Ben Lively had 1 K in 5 scoreless innings, giving up 3 hits, and had this curveball. He faced Roddery Munoz, who had 3 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 4 runs and had these nasty changeups. The Cardinals flew into the Rockies and froze to death in the snow, losing 6-5.
It's pretty Shining-esque.
That is exactly what I was thinking. All work and no play makes Rob a dull boy. Ryan Feltner was really good yesterday. With 7 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, he gave up 4 runs, but none of them were earned, so he felt really good after the game, going, nah. None of these are on me. He had these fastballs up to 97 miles an hour, these sliders and curveballs. He faced Kyle Gibson, who had 7 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 runs. And Gibson had 9 swings and misses on these filthy sweepers. His sweeper's pretty disgusting. Gavin Stone had 6 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs and had these fastballs and changeups, and stoned the Yankees hitters like they were at the Salem witch trials, helping the Dodgers win 11-3. I was going to do a Bob Dylan reference and say the Yankees, like everybody, must get stoned, but I wasn't going to sing again, I promise.
It's a good tune, though.
It is. And does he really sing? Not in that song.
Yeah, it's more of just a growling.
Everybody must get stoned. He faced Nestor Cortez, who had 4 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs, and this cutter that dehelmeted Ohtani, as well as this changeup. Freddie Peralta had 3 Ks in 3 1/3 innings, giving up 3 earned runs as the Brewers bottled the Tigers 5-4. I don't know what was up with Peralta. His velo was down, especially towards the end of this outing. Hope he isn't injured, but he had this slider and changeup. And he faced Casey Mize, who had 1 K in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 3 earned runs. The umpire must have felt bad for him and gave him this strike that was way above the zone. Andrew Abbott had 5 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 1 run and had these fastballs and sweepers. And the Reds turned Ben Brown blue 4-3. Ben Brown had 3 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 3 runs and had these knuckle curves. Matt Waldron had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run as the Padres squeezed the venom out of the Diamondbacks 13-1. Waldron had this sweeper and, of course, his filthy knuckleballs. This knuckleball ran 22 inches. I mean, what the hell is this? It just took off. And here's an overlay of Waldron's fastball and knuckleball. And you can see he actually repeats his mechanics pretty darn well for being 2 very different pitches on how you throw them. That knuckleball tracks with that fastball and just drops like it's pulled by a magnet. He faced Ryan Nelson, who had 1 K in 3 1/3 innings, giving up 5 earned runs, and had this elevated inside fastball. Hunter Brown had 7 Ks in 6 innings, giving up no runs on 2 hits. He had these 98-mile-an-hour heaters and knuckle curves, and he faced Tyler Anderson, who had 3 Ks in 6 innings, had this changeup, but Mr. Anderson was not the one, because the Astros beat the Angels 6-1. Kyle Bradish went 6 innings with 9 Ks.
Nice.
Very nice, Will, because he only gave up 1 hit and no walks, too, as the Orioles clawed past the Rays 5-0 and just pulled out their stingers. He had these fastballs, including this painted 96-mile-an-hour heater, and these sliders and curveballs. And he faced Taj Bradley, who had 7 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 1 run. Bradley had this 98-mile-an-hour heater, this elevated 97-mile-an-hour heater, and these wicked splitters. And he's got filthy stuff. I mean, I don't think he gets the attention he deserves. A nasty, nasty dude. Kevin Gausman had the starting pitching outing of the day yesterday, picking up 10 strikeouts in a shutout, his first career shutout, on 5 hits and 1 walk, as the Blue Jays soared over the Athletics 7-0. He had this painted fastball and these wicked splitters. A great game for Gausman. And he outdueled Luis Medina, who had 1 K in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 6 runs, and had this slider. Now one of my filthiest relievers, Jason Adam. These weren't strikes, but look at the movement on these sweepers. This looks fake. I don't know how you don't swing at that first one. These things broke 20 and 22 inches. Just disgusting. David Bednar had this curveball and splitter. Danny Coulombe had these curveballs. Pitching ninja drinking buddy Carson Fulmer had these changeups. Colin Holderman had this cutter. Sam Henches had these wicked curveballs. Sam Maul had this wicked sweeper. And Ryan Presley had these nasty sliders. In college action, because I'm a UNC grad, let me just give them a shout out. UNC advanced to the College World Series. Woohoo! Tar Heels. Yeah. They also had this great video bomb, reminding me of the video bomb from 2016 with Zach Gallen. Fantastic stuff. UNC always putting on a show during these interviews. And also, by the way, even being a UNC grad, the home plate umpire called this a swing. I don't know, number one, how the home plate umpire calls this anything, because how does he see it? But number two, come on. I'm a pitching guy. I'm a UNC guy. I want this to be a strike. But no. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day yesterday. And number 5, this wasn't a nasty pitch, but it was a really fast one. Ben Joyce had this 104-mile-an-hour fastball that Yordan Alvarez hit for a double. This is the first time in StatCast history since 2008 that anybody has had an extra base hit off a fastball 103 miles an hour or faster. And there has been over 520 pitches that fast since 2008. This is the first one. At number 4, we have Orion Kerkering and this painted fastball, as well as this painted backdoor sweeper. That's filthy. At number 3, we have Kyle Bradish and his wicked breaking balls. At number 2, Kevin Gausman and his splitters. And at number 1, I'm going to give it to this insane Matt Waldron knuckleball that broke 22 inches. You don't see that every day. And now, my pitching ninja moment of zen. All right, I looked up to my computer screen yesterday, and I thought this was a pale dude with sunglasses and a goatee. And now I can't unsee it. My picks of the day today are a 4-leg parlay. I'm going to start out with Hurston Waldrop for 5 Ks or more. Then take Shota Imanaga for 6 Ks or more. Take Grayson Rodriguez for 6 Ks or more. And top it off with Luis Heel for 6 Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?